Hello everybody and welcome back to Be Joy in the Kitchen. I am Be Joy and this is my kitchen. And today I'm going to ask you to step back into being 12 years old and coming home from school and eating Rice Krispie treats. Y'all remember that, right? Well, today what we're going to do is do an updated, a little bit healthier version of that. So let's get started. I'm going to have myself a large pot here and a half a cup of plant butter, which I've made into little cubes so that it melts quicker. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the stove and melt that. All right, so that's going to melt for a little bit, probably about 3 minutes worth until it gets some of the solids of the plant butter on the bottom of the pan. And here's what this looks like after about 3 minutes. You see how it's kind of nice and bubbly and all that? Let's put that down so you can see it. Got the solids on the top. Next thing we're going to do is we have a half a cup of cocoa powder unsweetened. We're going to put that in and stir it around. Just get it nicely stirred in there. I wish you could see this, but you know me, I haven't figured out quite how to do this yet. I see people doing it all the time. So we're going to stir that around and then put in 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Easily in there. That'd be 1 and about 2. I use a little bit less because we're not real big salty people. Although I have taken to liking salt recently. All right, so I'm going to make sure that all gets stirred around well. No lumps for the cocoa powder. And then comes the next exciting part. We're going to add our marshmallows. But these are not just your ordinary marshmallows. These I made myself. These are homemade marshmallows that have been sweetened. See how bouncy they are? Kind of wild. That have been sweetened with honey. So I'm going to put those in now and have them melt. Whoop, 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 there they go. There they go. Really amazing, isn't it? I mean, I thought marshmallows grew in plastic bags. I had no idea you can make them yourself. And I'm going to go ahead and stir these around until they melt, which should be pretty quickly here. And it's quite the process. Not very hard. It's just a waiting game where you have to wait until the next day to taste them. So anyway, and you can also be unsweetening them. If you're interested in the recipe for making your own marshmallows, I am happy to send it to you. So we're going to just stir that around until those marshmallows, until they melt. Alrighty, so here's what our mixture looks like now. I'm going to just give you a little, just like that, just like a chocolate sauce at this point. So, and you don't have to make your own marshmallows. You can go ahead and buy whatever kind of marshmallows you like. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla to this mixture. 1, and I'm using vanilla flavor because I do it without alcohol because this is not going to be cooked. And any people that have an allergy to alcohol don't have to worry about that. All right, so we've got that nice mixture here like this. And now come the Rice Krispies. These are not Kellogg's Rice Krispies. These are Arrowhead Mills organic brown rice, puffed rice. So I'm going to go ahead and there's 6 cups of those. And voila. We're going to go ahead and stir that around. Make sure that gets all stirred up into a, do you remember making these? And I know I started by saying I wanted to take you back to your 12 years old, but you could be 12 years old right now watching this. So you'd be right here. Or if you're only, 30, 12 years isn't that far away. Me, I'm a little older than that. So that's why I guess I chose the 12. Anyways, just get those all mixed around in there. I think these are going to be really delicious, matter of fact. Can't wait. Well, I'm going to have to wait because you have to wait till it all cools off. And I'm going to even have to wait longer because we're bringing them to our neighbor's house. We were charged with dessert for tonight. So I got to wait till we get there. All right, so I've got that all nicely done. All right, next piece is to put them in my dish. An 8-inch glass pan, which I have, they said to grease with plant butter, which I did. And how I do it is I melt a little butter, and then I put it in with a, where's that thing? I'll show you. In case you ought to do it that way. It's less messy. I just, you know, with my little silicone brush. Alrighty, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this guy. Ooh, this is looking good. I kind of want to try it now. And, you know, so what's healthier about this? Well, let's see. We are using plant butter instead of dairy butter, which can be healthier if it's a good, you know, organic plant butter. Then we've got homemade marshmallows that are sweetened with honey as opposed to be sweetened with, where's my, I need a spatula, you guys. Didn't take my spatula out. Oops, here it is. Well, you know how I am. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Well, so you've got the marshmallows. You can also get a little bit of healthier marshmallow. They make a vegan marshmallow that you can use, although those usually have soy in them. So you got your homemade marshmallows, a little bit healthier. I'd say actually a lot healthier on that note. And then you've got organic brown puffed rice. So, you know, you're ahead of the game here. So, you know, instead of 2 squares after school, you can have maybe 4 squares, but you got to check that out with whoever's in charge of your meals. All right. Getting this in here, and I'm just going to spread it out. Come on by for dessert at Laura and Billy's tonight if you want. Don't tell them I invited you. Just say, I heard it on Facebook. I heard it on YouTube. B. Joy was offering up dessert at your house, Billy. Okay, here we are. That's about, oh, these are looking good. And you're going to, you know, like I said, you can't taste them right away. You're going to have to let them cool down. And then what you're going to do is take them out of the pan once they cool down and cut them in squares just like the old days. So here we have it. Kind of Rice Krispie treats revisited for 2025. So go ahead and be joy in your own kitchen this week. And don't forget to enjoy the yum. Until next time.